Matidze. I'm a human being, a woman, a sister, not a mother as yet, but maybe a mother to my fur kittens. And by work, I'm a casting director, I'm an actress, and I'm an intimacy coordinator and a performance coach, and a non-practicing lawyer. So you're absolutely right. The easiest way to describe an intimacy coordinator is that on a set we have stunt coordinators, right, who are there to assist, to make sure that actors are safe when performing stunts, maybe jumping off a building or in a fight scene, so they don't get hurt physically, right? An intimacy coordinator works in the same way. So when there's scenes relating to children, scenes relating to intimacy and nudity, and sometimes they also assist with like really emotional scenes that could be triggering for cast and crew. And my job is to go there and find ways to mitigate any mental, emotional harm that might occur. So with stunts, the harm that occurs is physical, you can see it. With intimacy scenes, it could be from triggers, it could be from it could be from a violation during the scene. For whatever reason that the harm might occur, my job is to mitigate that harm, protect the actor in a way that protects their boundaries, their do's and don'ts, protect production from incurring any liability from any harm that might be caused, or to help them mitigate the situation before it happens, right? Also, we're not just there for actors, we're there for crew members. Some crew members who might be watching or working in a scene, and that could affect them in a negative way. So we are there basically for the entire production to make sure that everything goes well in a respectful and safe way. It all started in high school. Fortunately, I was given the opportunity. My mom would allow me to try different activities, even though it was very expensive for her. If your child is doing ballet and then they decide to stop ballet and they want to do tap dancing, you have to go buy those tap dancing shoes. So my mom was very patient with me. I tried everything, and I was very involved in school, especially on the stage. I was in the choir, doing acting and directing plays at school. And there was this one play, I was on the stage. I'll never forget that moment. It's as if I stepped onto the stage and then all of a sudden the entire world, the real world, kind of melted away. And I was in the world of the character. And, until the end of the play. And it was just such an amazing feeling. It's, when they say that when it bites. And so I knew from that day that that's where I belonged. That's where I really excelled in school. Even with, I got full colors for drama. That's where my focus was. That's where my passion was. And I'm fortunate for having explored that passion. As I would say, to each their own. Live and let live. It works for some, it doesn't work for others. There's some people who have great ideas and never have to go to school and they are making lots of money. So I cannot dictate how anybody should live their life or what decisions they need to make. Because even in my life, things worked out. I use most of my instinct in making my decisions about where I should be. And I always say, we are all different. I might be academic and creative. You might be just creative, and you've got a brilliant idea, but just because you're being forced into a certain path, you never ever really fulfill your potential. I always say, follow your heart. Where your heart is, that's where your success will be. Even deciding to leave law was very, very difficult, and a lot of people told me that I was making a big mistake. And it took about more than 2 years to even get back into the industry because it had changed so much after 5 years of not being in the industry. And there were times when I thought, maybe I just wasted time by doing my articles and finishing my law degree. Maybe I should have just stayed in the industry. But it's only through hindsight. That's why they say hindsight is 20/20. It's only through hindsight when you can see that, this has served me well. Right? And then, so don't be afraid to take risks, find what you're passionate about, and then be resilient and thick-skinned in your belief about what you want to achieve. I don't know how many auditions I've been to for many, many years getting rejected. And now I believe that I'll go for 50 auditions and I might get one. But me, I trust in the fact that I want to act. That is my passion. And so it doesn't matter what anybody else tells me. I've been told that I'm a bad singer, but I will sing regardless, not professionally, but because I enjoy singing. And read. Reading is so important. I think it's something that we take for granted. But there's so much knowledge out there. First of all, in order to be successful, you need to really get to know yourself inside and out. I love to read spiritual books. I like to know about different kinds of religions, but I also like to know about my spirit within. You know, who am I within? Not just the physical things, the money that I need to make, the house I need to live in. All of those things can be easily accumulated. But if you're not happy inside, you're not fulfilled and whole inside, then you're just wasting your time on